Uniting Parents is a parent case management program housed at the Coalition of Health Services in Amarillo, Texas, which is a nonprofit organization. We provide case management using a unique model where we take parents of kids with disabilities and they become the case managers or mentors to other families. So they help families who have children with disabilities all across 32 counties of the Texas Panhandle and help them find resources and services that they may be eligible for based on the child's diagnosis, family income, and other criteria. We are contracted with the Texas Department of Health to provide these services, and we're available to families free of charge. Families who may have a child with mental health needs, there are several things that you can do. You can contact your local mental health authority or your local behavioral health authority. In Amarillo, that would be Texas Panhandle Centers. In Plainview, that would be Central Plains MHMR. In Lubbock, that would be Star Care. Those agencies are contracted to provide children's services, including mental health services. So they can provide counseling for families, they can provide skills training, they can provide some family counseling and resources to help better communicate the issues that are going on with the family and then learn some skills to help them. So that's one way to get mental health services. Another way would be to go through your school system and see if there's some counseling that you can access through the local school counselor, the local school districts, or there is a new program that started back in October of 2020 called T-Chat. And that program has liaisons, and those liaisons can get you into a telemedicine or a telehealth assessment right away if a child is in crisis, and assess what's going on and get you the correct services that you're needing, or at least schedule you if it's not such an urgent need. Now, if you have a child with lots of mental health issues, you're in crisis right now, another thing that you can do is call for help, either through 911, call and get some help, ask for a mental health assessment team to come out to your home if that's where you're at, so that they can assess what's going on and how best to help your child or your young adult. And so what I would recommend also is there are other mental health authorities. Use resources like NAMI, National Alliance for Mental Illness, and they have support groups throughout the state of Texas and also nationally. And you can access those resources, those support groups, the webinars, trainings that they provide in order to help families who have children with mental health issues. Another source that you might want to consider is the local CRCG. That is the Community Resource Coordination. In Texas, we have CRCGs, and those CRCGs are made up of lots of different agencies. And those agencies come together to really brainstorm what might be happening to a child, a young adult, or even an adult, whether they have disabilities or not. If there's mental health issues going on, you're going to have the school system at the table. You're maybe going to have some mental health professionals at the table, some people from Texas WorkSource, social workers, just lots of different agencies that come together to provide services. They will review what's going on in the family, what's going on with the child. They will all brainstorm and see what resources are available in the community that you live and work out a plan to help that family. Now, sometimes that also includes finding placement for children who need help in managing their medications. Maybe their medications are not in sync with them, and so they need a behavioral treatment center where they'll not only look at the behaviors and what's going on, but they'll also look at the medication and see how they can best help using professionals, doctors, psychiatrists, psychologists to help children. So again, that's your local CRCGs, and these are found all over the state of Texas. Usually your local mental health authority is the way to get through to get a referral through the CRCG. Your school counselor is also another really good resource in accessing the local CRCG. I think the most important thing for young adults and for parents to learn about this transition age, once you're out of school, you have to request services, whether that's for a person with cognitive disabilities or a person with mental health disabilities. You have to request services. You have to self-disclose. Let the teachers, the professors know that you have the need for certain accommodations in order to be successful. Does that mean you have to tell everyone you come in contact with? No, but you do need to at least reach out to those coordinators on campus when you access a job or you get a job. You might need to let your supervisor know, I may need some of these accommodations. And some of our students become successful because they learn how to cope or how to best work with whatever is triggering some of their mental health challenges. So once you learn those challenges, you can hopefully learn to accommodate for those. The other thing you want to do is you want to look perhaps at some either power of attorney, guardianship, or different ways to best help your young adult with mental health challenges. If they're an individual that can basically make most of their decisions, but maybe they need some support, there are some forms that you can fill out, and those you can find through Disabilities Rights Texas, or you can call the ARC of Texas, and they can get you in contact with whoever works on power of attorneys, trust, guardianship, supported contracts, just so that you've got the support that you need and in making decisions for your life long term. So parents, don't feel alone. There are lots of organizations that can help you. NAMI's an excellent, the National Alliance for Mental Illness. They have a toll-free number. They have chapters in many communities, and they meet on regular basis so that you can talk to other parents who are also going through this same type of issue. You never have to feel alone. In fact, you should reach out, because that's how you're going to get services, and that's how your young adult is going to thrive.